Alright, I think we are just about underway here. Welcome everyone, good evening, and how are you? Hopefully I'm looking at the camera properly. Looks like I am. Welcome to another devlog number 12, something like that. Tonight, I was going to work on pixels last week, and I actually have Foreign Quake on the stream with me. So tonight, I actually think I'm going to be doing pixels. I'll probably be by myself tonight. So anyone who's joining me and new here, I guess let me get to YouTube and just make sure I'm not missing out on anyone joining in. TetraForce is a top-down action adventure multiplayer RPG, and yeah, we've been working on it now for dev has just been over a year now since we've really gotten serious about it, I guess, and you can actually go to our website and download and play it, and it's pre-alpha, mind you, so there's gonna be bugs, but you can definitely come check us out. And yeah, so I think tonight, before I get underway, I'm gonna go over our GitHub because we haven't done that for a little while. So kind of see where we're at here. So right now, I actually have a PR in for the red cannon, which I tweeted out last week. So if you go to my Twitter, you can actually see GIFs. Actually, I might have the GIF here. Let's see if it pops up. It's loading. All right, so yeah, so there's 3 cannons in the dungeon, and in order to progress to the boss, you have to use the cannons to get through the vines blocking the doorway. So I got that working last week. I'm just waiting for somebody to review that. Hopefully, Nodding or somebody. I didn't actually assign anybody. Maybe that's why nobody. Let's just do that. How about? So yeah, so hopefully that will be in soon. It still won't be on the website, mind you, because we haven't pushed this version to the website. But anyways, that's neither here nor there. And then we're still technically behind. Oops, that's sorry, not what I wanted. We're still technically behind on our milestones. Sort by closest due date. So yeah, milestone 2 was due a week ago. We can take a quick look at that. It's nothing too crazy, but there's saving and loading game data, which needs to be added in by Joseph B. And he's been a little busy, so I'm not too sure when that'll be in just yet. But it shouldn't be too extensive. By the looks of it, we have the makings of it all there. So once we get that in place, this constrain NPCs, it's a bug, but it's not like a critical bug. So even if that carries over for a little while, not a big deal. So the saving and loading is basically all that's left because this cannon will be closed off here, basically closing off milestone 2. I'm forward looking into milestone 3, so let's just I should have just clicked back, but whatever. Milestone 3 is done here now. There's a few things that need to be taken care of. So respawn animation not worked. I actually have done that. I haven't created a PR for it, so I've already started working on my milestone 3 in that sense. Now, here's something that I'm interested in, and I'm gonna maybe talk to Nodding and Joseph B and see what they think. But right now, we've got this mini boss, the Dead Captain, in our milestone. I'm actually thinking of switching him out with another mini boss. Just because tonight, even, I'm going to be working on. I don't know if I'll get to this particular sprite, but I'm doing a sprite for another mini boss. So it would make sense if we start working on that mini boss, even if I'm building assets for it now. So maybe that's something that we do. We might be switching this up a little bit. Again, these milestones aren't set in stone. They're kind of just overall goal arcs that we're trying to get each month. So that's kind of the idea that we're going with this month, and might switch it up a little bit, but otherwise, yes. And then there's drowning. This is basically just like glorified hole, yeah, like as you can see, the same deal as hole, but with different animation. So when you're going into the water, you're drowning if you don't have the flippers or whatever we're going to use as an equivalent of item that allows you to swim. So that obviously that's out of scope for the demo, so that there won't be anything like that, but it would be good to at least have this mechanism in place for when we do. There's a big ammo desync thing. This is going to be probably not going to even be on this milestone, to be quite honest. It's a fairly elaborate thing that we're going to do. It's a little bit deceiving because the ammo desync is another underlying issue that we're going to resystemize everything. So that's going to be, I'll talk about that in another episode, not tonight, but that's a big deal, and that'll be exciting once we do get that in. So anyways, overall, this milestone isn't too crazy. I think the biggest thing is going to be the mini bosses. That's a lot of code, and quite frankly, something we haven't done yet in this game, so there'll be some learning to be done. So, but with that being said, I'm going to be working on some NPC sprites tonight, because Notting is reworking some of the lore and some of the dialogue in the world right now, and that's going to require some new NPCs. So, because he's requested that, that's what I'm going to work on tonight. And I kind of have these NPCs open right now, so I'll just be drawing from them almost like templates and build that out. And I have a list of what he needs. Okay, yeah. So I think we're going to start with the soldier, because that seems like something fun that we could do. What is this music? It's talking over me. I don't think it's too loud for you guys, but anyways, let's without further ado, let's get started. And let's make sure. Yeah, okay, we still have my mic and everything. I'm so freaked out now about having my mic not working. Okay, so let's start with the old man. Actually, do I want? This guy might be easier. So the two NPCs that I'm going to be doing to start aren't going to be too bad. They're basically going to be the same base as these guys, so it shouldn't take me too long. We'll see how it goes. If I finish this fairly early on, we'll move on to something more fun. Hopefully this isn't too bad as well. Where is... What? Okay, no it is. Alright. There we go. I was just confused by that. Let's see. So, if he's a knight, he's probably gonna have a helmet. Just think about this for a second. Let's start a new layer, I guess. Now, if I don't like it, I can scale it back. What's not fun about art? Thanks, Peter. Yeah. I mean, some people are into it, I think. Oh. See, look at my guy's already looking like Kenny or something from South Park. And you know what? It's funny, like, I haven't really been spriting much. I've been coding way more than anything else. It looks like he's got a hood on. I'll fix that. Because I've been doing so much more coding than I have been doing sprite stuff, I feel so rusty. And my ideas just aren't coming out the way I'm used to. I'm used to it just being like lickety split. This isn't even symmetrical. And I honestly need to step up my game a little bit and do some more research and trying to create this style of sprite, and creating more diverse sprites. So what is going on here? Why is... Oh no, maybe we're good again. There we go. I don't want him to look sad. I want it to look like he's got a helmet. Let's see here. Sorry if I'm not talking a lot. That's another thing I've got to get used to, is when I'm working on art, actually talking while I'm working. Instead of just getting in the zone and ignoring everything around me. It just looks like hair, doesn't it? Okay, it's not going to work the way I want it to. I wonder if he should have a larger sprite than 16 by 16. Because if I do that, I can at least play with his helmet a little bit. I'll do that in a second, see if that's what I like. For now, let's just play with this. So Peter's saying it's tough to remember that you're putting on a show, so to speak, while you're doing something. You don't ever talk to it during. Yeah, totally. And I mean, that's the thing. Like, I don't care whether I have a large audience or not, but I at least want to be entertaining to some degree while I'm doing this. Because the whole point of me doing it is, I mean, I want something to show the process of TetraForce, but I also want it to be fun for people to see and watch after the fact, even if they can't be watching me during the thing. So like eventually down the road, when TetraForce is a lot further along, they can kind of go back and see what it was like at the beginning of all of this, right? So if it's too much of a drag to watch me and it's not entertaining, then that's not good. That's not good. I don't want that. But I mean, it's practice too. It's just practicing being something that's worth listening to. Which, I mean, I know I've got a long way to go in that regard, but that's okay. I've been doing this now for essentially 13 weeks straight, so I'll take that as a win. See, that more looks like a hood still. Oh, just give me a second here. I'm gonna helmet pixel art. Let's try and get some inspiration from somewhere. There's, you always get like the Spartan helmet, which I was originally kind of thinking of doing, but no, you know what I could do? I know, I got an idea. Hold the phone here. All right. Oops, I'm still still on my browser. That's the word, right? If I bring this in more. Yeah, that's gonna look more helmety. And then I kind of was thinking about a cape even. I don't want to get like too many colors in there. I think these guys are still kind of old style. I had 3 colors now. I kind of updated the sprites so they have a little bit more to them. Actually, no. I was thinking of like, it's hard to do in pixels, but like dragon wings outside of the helmet. Yeah, I got like a thing flying around. They look more like horns, but let's see how that looks anyways. That's not so bad, actually. I don't mind that. I'm okay with that. Alright, let's do some just overall touch-ups here. Is that gonna look okay? Oops. See, I wouldn't mind a second red color that's darker, but how's that gonna affect me? The thing is, I like start breaking my own color rules, and then it's I don't want it to look too much out of the scope of what I'm trying to do. Eventually, I'd love to do some assets that are like very Minish Cap-esque sprites, and have it compatible with TetraForce, the engine, not our game necessarily, but like the engine that we're working on. I'm just debating whether I want to Now again, should he have a weapon? That's the other thing. I feel like it would muddy him a lot if I add something that's too... Interesting thought. Because, like, so, this sprite mirrors itself, right? When he's idling. But if I do that, let's say I give him a shield or something, okay? If I do that, that'll just look weird. So I almost can't do that with him. I can't mirror him if I give him a shield. Or a sword or whatever. I can mirror his lower feet, but I can't mirror that, which is fine. Hi Luna, I'm busy. My puppy wants attention. She probably wants to go outside, but I'm busy. Okay, I'm gonna try to see if I can make a shield look okay. I'm on the wrong layer. That didn't take very long, did it? Alright, let's... Oops. You know what? That might look cool. Do that. And then... That's not so bad. Because I didn't make that square. What about is that? I mean, it does, but it'll look weird in game because there's no black outline with this sprite if I do that. Which might still be okay, but I haven't really done that for any of the other sprites. And then a sword. Let's see if this is going to be too much. Did overkill? That's not bad, to be honest. I think I need to add to his. Just one sec, guys. I'll be right back. He's coming at me, not you. Alright, sorry about that, guys. Dog needed out. She kept coming to me instead of going to her mom. Like, I can't help you. I'm busy. I'm usually the one that lets her out, though. So, it's no wonder she was coming to me. I don't know if I like that yet. I think that was fine the way it was. Oh, sounds like maybe the neighbors were outside. Yeah.
And they got dogs up there. So that's what she wants.
Oh, she wants to go see the other dogs.
Doesn't have to go potty.
No.
Okay. I'm staying here.
She wants to be a brat. Okay. Alright, where are we here? It's very tempting to make the sprite larger than 16. And I completely smudged my glasses. Sorry, one second. It's so much fun working with a giant smudge on your glass. I can see. Alright, let me see. I mean, think I could get away with just doing 17. Thing is then I have to make the next. No, you know what? The next one can be 17 too. So I'm gonna do 2 sprites on this sheet. And I was gonna do like a Spartan type thing, but I think I don't have to. I can just go like something like this. I even just. That's not bad. It at least gives it a little bit of dimension. Okay, so let's try that, and then so as I said, I can't mirror the sprite in the same way that I would with these guys. So what we're gonna do. I'm so used to pushing up. Like that? No. Why are you not? Oh, I duplicated the layers. No. Come on, man. Oops. Ah, it's all falling apart on me. Copy merged. Oh, it's still the same. Okay, it's the same as Photoshop. I did it. There we go. Sorry. I totally had a meltdown there. So this sprite, we're going to... Oops. Try and select the right amount of pixels. And I can just select those. Yeah. And we're going to go up. And I think this one will try and go up. Like that. And then I'm going to make both of them do that. Sorry, that's YouTube telling me that my stream is going slow. My internet says I'm happy. You can try that. I don't like when the border falls down to the bottom, but that still might look better than not having anything there. Because I want it to look like he's kind of stepping forward when he's walking. We're gonna have to play with it and see to know for sure. All right. And again, normally I do this kind of one frame at a time, and I'd like export it as a sheet afterwards. So this is a little bit different for me in that regard. I also clicked that. So I won't be able to test it like I normally would. But I'm fairly confident. I've done enough of these now that I'm fairly confident that it'll look okay. I could be completely wrong though. But we'll see. I will test it out later. Once we get a little bit further in here. That is not what I wanted. See, and most of this is going to get covered up with the sword. So we'll see if I even care. See, I don't know. It seems to me, at least for me, it feels like the helmet's a little bit easier to draw from the side. I was able to make it look like a helmet pretty much on the first try. I don't think that this is doing anything for me now that it is the way it is. Should just be like that, maybe? Let's see, the sword's blocking that. Alright, okay, so let's do the sword here, I suppose. The shield would be kind of there anyways. That's good enough for now. Now the sword. Yeah, okay, that's fine. No, no, no. Ugh, how am I gonna get around that? There's that fine. It might be some trial and error. I might have to just see how I feel about it when I see it in the game. Which is fine. That's fine too. Ugh, what is that? Yeah, have a tail helmet. Okay. So, and again, well, this one isn't mirrored, so that's good. Sorry, just thinking again. I know I said the shield is out there, but it should be more like there. See, now the two layers kind of is doing me a disservice because I started mixing them up already. Alright, now that's what I was going to do. I had a cape. I already forgot I was going to do that. Yeah. Again, there's only so much you can do with these sprites. Limited color palettes and limited frames of animation. One day I'm definitely gonna want to do more frames. Might not be on this what we know as TetraForce, but eventually. Something with this engine, probably. Okay, so, oops, sorry, bumped the camera a little bit. So guys, the shortcut is Control-Shift-C. See, look at that, first try. Never not had it. Alright. And we're just going to pump that forward a pixel. Yeah, okay. I still have that, right? Yeah. I guess technically I should be moving this down one. Oops. The sword down one. Oh, hi, Josh. Yeah, it is. It's a night-looking dude. We're gonna have some guards in the town, and kind of about. So, good guards though, not like not bad guys. They're there to serve and be helpful. Oops. Let's move that down. His face got longer.
Luna? No.
My dog is like, I want attention so bad. Okay. Because, you know, she's so deprived and I never pay attention to her. I'm gonna have to play with... I'm gonna have to animate it. That's just the bottom line. I'm gonna have to animate it. Yeah, let's go with that for now. Alright, now it's the back. So what I'm gonna be sneaky. I'm gonna copy these. Control Shift C. And then mirror it. Flip horizontal. And then I just realized he doesn't have these doohickeys. Silly me. That might make it look better. I would just stay consistent. How about? They still look like horns, but that's okay. They still look good. I think the colors are nice together. They flow quite nicely together. I wanted to make a tile set with a similar color scheme, with the red and the blue. Oh, I got some comments. Sorry, guys. Tom J, is the dog in the game? Yeah, the dog's in the dog sprite is in the game. He's north of the town. I think there's two dogs floating around there, so you can hunt them down. Josh, you should pixelate the dog and put him in the game. I've got a dog in the game. You can find a doggy. Pet the dogs. I'll have more than one type of dog too eventually. Gotta have lots of animals. I actually have 3 dogs, so I've got the big one. She's a Great Dane. She's still a puppy for the most part. She's only like well, I guess she turned 2. She just turned 2. It's not she's almost not a puppy. And then I got 2. Well, one's a full Chihuahua, and the other one is a Chihuahua mini pincer. So they're loud. They like to bark. Which you've probably heard on past streams when they have their meltdowns. But they're just not people oriented, right? Not like the Great Dane where she just loves everybody and everything. Oops. I wanted to put it horizontal. But yeah, when I do more NPCs, I'm gonna do a whole bunch of dogs and cats or whatever. I mean, if you're into that kind of thing. I actually like cats a lot. I just don't like changing kitty litters. I'm not a fan of the kitty litters. But cats themselves are cool. I ain't got nothing against cats. I don't know what I'm doing. 2, 2. Why is this off balance? Oh, okay, we're good again. We're safe. This is on the wrong side now, though. No, don't need that. I guess I want to flip the sword too, don't I? To be consistent. Keep going with the cape, get the cape down to the ground. That's the shield, so we want to keep that. Cape is so not symmetrical. We'll fix that in just a moment. Oops. It'll look super square for a second. I mean, you could have a square cape. Why not? Yeah, sure. You just have a box cape. I mean, when you were a kid, right, and you needed, like, props for your games, you could pretty much use anything you could find. That wouldn't be out of the question. Alright, there's a... Well... Cecil! Like, are you saying, Cecil from, like, Chrono Trigger Cecil, or is there a different Cecil that I'm not thinking of? Or just, like, Cecil, like, the actual knight, like, I think that's another, like, I don't, is it Camelot? I'm sorry if I'm butchering the whole thing. Who you're referring to. Oh, Final Fantasy 4, yeah. I never played a lot of Final Fantasies. I was watching Pro Jared play some of the... I didn't watch him play 4, though. But yeah, he's pretty much the classic, standard RPG knight, right? And honestly, like, what I envision for him as a drawing is much different than what I'm doing with the pixels, but... Sometimes the pixels just do what they want. And again, I was like trying not to go too Sparta. If you were looking at my the player select, I had a knight on there, and he was on the verge of being kind of like Viking Sparta also. But whenever I think of like Zelda games, where obviously we're drawing the inspiration from, a lot of those old games, they drew on the inspiration of a lot of like the very stereotypical fantasy stuff, right? It's not like that so much anymore these days, but whenever I start thinking about these types of games, now that I'm looking at this, I want that's kind of where my brain is drawn to, and kind of where all the designs come out of. And since I'm kind of going in this blind and not really planning things out, that's what ends up kind of showing through more, I guess. Which, I think, like, overall, the consistency of the game is still there, so that's all that matters, really. Okay. This is going to be kind of an interesting one. Oops. What am I doing? There. Oh, buggered it up still. Try that again, shall we? That works. think I'm just gonna manually. Oh, I guess I can move this one down. And then I guess we'll just change the flow of the cape a little bit. Make it look like he's stepping. What am I doing? I was trying to make it opposite and I ended up making... so I'm doing it again. Goofy. Alright. I guess the shield should technically move down also. Alright, so before we move on, we're gonna take a look at this guy. We'll get him animated. I'll have to. So let's make a new 16. Oh, yeah, he is 17, so that's fine. We're gonna do a few no, sorry, frames. Alt N, yeah. So we could do that, and then make 3 layers, I guess. So layer 1 will just be his idle. His idling. Bink. Oh. Let's put that in this frame. Maybe. Yeah, okay. And then this guy. I guess we're gonna want to change the frame rates. Oops, that's opacity. My dog is being a goofball tonight, man. Frame properties. Now, does this change it for both of them? I don't know. 100 milliseconds. Yeah, that's, that's too fast. 500. That's what I'm trying to do. Sorry. Mathing. There we go. Okay, so I don't really like... I don't like whatever's going on there. It's supposed to be his foot going back, but it doesn't look like that. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna make this. If I can push the right keys, we're gonna do this. I think that's gonna look better. So let's try that. Stop. Delete that one. Is that bad? Oh, you. Oh, okay. I scared myself. I thought I just closed it without it saving, but that was my just the NPC, other NPCs. Like, how would it close it without telling me? That would have been awful. I'm curious if adding 1 pixel here would look more appropriate. Nah, it doesn't really add anything. I think that'll be fine. Oh, thank you, Tom. Appreciate it. I think that'll work. Hey, that's not bad for an idle state. That's fine. He looks like he's ready to fight anyways. Or guard, I suppose. Do his duty. Alright, let's check the next one. Just kill that for a sec. See how this looks. That one. And then this one. Alright. And then go. It looks so bad. Okay. Obviously I messed up his little side thingies there. You know what the problem is here is because his head is not moving. It just looks like he's not moving at all. So what we're gonna have to do, we're gonna have to do some work on this one, which I think we're going to do on this frame. First off, let's fix this. Right? Yeah, okay. And now, if you notice, there's some weird shading going on here. So let's correct that. I was like way off in this one. Good thing I checked it. Oops. Alright, that's getting better. I also think I went way... Did I go 2 pixels over? Oops. Sorry. I could just be doing this. Like, not like a fool, you know? No, it is still 1. It's just it goes down to 1 pixel, so... But I almost feel like that's too much. It should have just been straight up and down, not like forward. Or like it could have been this way too. But I think going up and down is more consistent with the other sprite. Which that means I'm gonna have to fix this one. I think I'm gonna stick with it in. No, you know what? We're moving this guy right here over. It's a pretty epic music playing right now. It almost sounds like kind of Blade Runner-y. Oops. You know, one of my fears is this guy's gonna have like a really square head from the side. I might need to try and remedy that. Because like there's so much flat across the top. You know what? I've done that wrong too. I think just in general. No, I didn't. I didn't technically do it wrong. But it's gonna make it look very square. The way I did do it. I'm much happier with that, though. That's good. I still have to move his head down in general, which I think I'm going to do on this frame. So let's try that. He's going to look very bizarre for a second. Oops. I'm just gonna totally kill that. He kind of looks like a midget at the moment. Alright. I just want to see if that, yeah, that's definitely starting to look more like he's moving as he should. Okay, so in order to have him not look like he's getting squished there, we're going to... So there is one shader, and I didn't create the shader. When the player gets damaged and he flashes like in pain or whatever, there's a shader there, which as I said, I didn't build it. I don't know who built it. It was somebody who, when we first launched TetraForce back in 2019, fall of 2019, it was a contribution there. And so I'm really sorry that I'm not crediting the person who did it, because they did a great job on it. Otherwise, yeah, it's just been, because I'm not familiar with shaders in Godot. Like, I'm still learning a lot of Godot and just game making in general. Whereas pixel art, I'm far more comfortable with. So if I need an effect or I need to create something, I'll just draw it. I just create it pixel by pixel. And so like 99.9% of the game is created just with the pixels and animating stuff. Minus that one shader that was implemented. I would definitely like to. I see what I did here. I would definitely like to do more shader stuff. I don't know for this game. I don't think it necessarily makes sense for this game. There's very limited application for that, I think. Just because like you want the classic sort of style. So unless it's like an alteration, like the hurt effect, you're probably not going to need a whole lot of shadering, even when it comes to lighting. And particle effects and that sort of thing. As cool as that would be, it doesn't really suit this style of game. So I think I'm going to just mostly stick with animating that stuff pixel by pixel. But you never know. Oh, did I actually just lose the stream? No, it's still... Okay. I thought I lost the stream for a second, but I think we're still here. Alright, where are we at here? The problem is I want that, and the sword is there. Because it makes his face look squishy. Maybe I'm just over analyzing it, maybe. Now I gotta fix this like inner bit. It's easier to make it all black and then correct it afterwards. Again, you'll notice like as I work on pixel art, a lot of times I'll block things out first and then I'll fill in the detail. Because in my mind, like, I'm trying to get the shape to look right. I think that's more important in a lot of times when you're working on pixel art, is that the overall shape needs to make sense. And then you kind of work out the muddiness. Because if the shape... Because it's a pixel, like, a few pixels out of place can totally ruin the shape of something. And that's no good. You don't want that. So you try your best to have it look as it should before you even get the details in place. At least that's how I operate. I could be just totally crazy and have my own own method for doing it, but it's kind of what I've learned to do over the years is block things out first. Okay, so that goes down, and then I want these to go down. And also, I'll move this down now. We're going to do that. Nope. And then, so this is going to be that, and I want to keep that samey, sort of. Right? Let's see how this is looking now. I still think actually this it's supposed to be a foot coming back, right? But it doesn't even look like that. So maybe I should I'm gonna axe that. But it is starting to look better now, for sure. See, I should have just animated it this way to begin with, instead of just going over on the sheet. Because now I'm doing it the way I would have normally done it anyways. But I got the basis out at least, so it's fine. Maybe this will look a bit better. You know what? I'm willing to give that a try. I think that'll look okay in game. It's in sync with the music. He's dancing. He totally is. That would be so like I could imagine them all like getting together for a meeting or whatever, and it's actually just like their whole I don't know what you want to call it, like pep warm up or whatever, like kind of like a warm up rah thing would be them like dancing to like some chiptune music. I really like listening to like 8-bit / chiptune or whatever while I'm pixel arting. It really keeps me motivated in the mood. Alright, I'm super, well, not super happy with it, but I'm happy with it. As happy as one can be with their own art. Which frame is this? First frame. So we're going to, let's just delete. Oh, oops. That dang, gosh dang. Second frame going on there. Right. I'm killing myself with the 2 layers now. I should just merge them. Okay. I don't foresee this one being as grotesquely out of place now. The back is usually some of the easiest because it's like vague, sort of. Because he's got a cape though, that might change it. So let's see. Oh, so yeah, see, that's 100% totally okay. I won't even mess with that. Awesome. So that took a little bit longer just doing him than I thought. I'm willing to keep going for a little bit longer though. So the next NPC that I'm going to be working on is a spirit. So is there any final thoughts I have on this night guy before I move on? I might revisit him at some point, just to try and get some of the details fixed on him, I suppose. He's not awful, but there is some things I would change. Like, I don't know how happy I'm with his sidewalk yet. But I want to see them in game first, so I'm not going to make any hardcore judgments. I feel like, again, he's going to have a super square looking head. That might be a concern, and it's noticeable here, so it's almost very likely noticeable in the game. So I'm probably gonna have to change that. I'll review that though once it's in the game. What else might need changing on him? Just again, like his walk cycle. It's not as bad now. I think I'm more okay with it. It might look fine. I'm happy with the front and the back. It's mostly just the side. So. Yeah, I'll see what he looks like in game, and I'll do that on my own time. So let's move on to the spirit for now. Sorry, Tom. What do you mean by left side? Like just oh, left side, like as in his left side. When he's walking left, we don't have to do that. So in our game, it just mirrors it basically. Which I guess in his case. He probably technically should have a left side because his shield would be on the other side. So unfortunately his sprite isn't set up that way, so I won't be able to do that. But technically you're right. In this case, he probably should have a left side. But yeah, the way it's coded is that it'll just mirror it, and so he'll become he's a dual wielding knight at that point. But that kind of does bother me. Not gonna lie, that does bother me. So we might have to. I mean, again, for the demo, I'm not gonna worry about it. But it might be good to be able to have an exception somewhere where if the sprite needs to be different on the left hand side, then we could do that. And I could make the knight special, I guess, if I really want to, but I'm not going to. I'll leave it for now. I don't think there's going to be any instances where he's walking where it's going to become obvious. I think more likely for the demo, he's only going to really be ever in the idle state down. The only time is if you were to talk to him from the side. Which, again, that's more of like a detail that's aesthetically understandable and pleasing, and not really necessary for the demo. But you make a very good point. So 17 times 2. I cannot math right now. 34. I closed the NPCs by accident, so let's open that back up. So this old man is going to be my basis for the spirits, because he's sort of using the colors that I want to use. And he's kind of got a nice shape already suited for it. I'm just debating whether I want to copy him all. Yeah, whatever, I'll just... See, I even debated making the spirit larger, because I want him to have kind of like a stereotypical ghosty tail. But we'll see. Let's see what I come up with. The nice thing with this, that looks awesome. The nice thing with this is I'm not gonna have to mess with the weapon, so I can actually mirror him. So that's nice. I kind of want a light blue, and I don't have. I mean, I've got this blue. How do I feel about that? That should be. I want lighter. I'm gonna break the rules, guys. I'm using a new color. That's still not. That's still not. That's better. Is it though? I looked away for a second and I looked back and it's like, eh. Oops. I really have, like, unfortunately in this case, I have a really cool idea in my head, and then what's going to come to fruition isn't going to be quite the same. Sorry, let me think for a second here. Because this guy's got amazing eyebrows. Like, he's almost just perfect as the old man, but a spirit. Oh, man. I don't quite know what I'm doing yet. Like, I have it in my head, but as I said, getting into pixels a little bit different. Let's get the shape out there first. So something like that. Well, I was like, what's going on here? I actually think it's playing Zelda music right now. I could be wrong. No, what am I saying? I recognize the song and it's bothering me. Okay, so now... I really like the eyebrows. I want him to have eyebrows. I don't want him to look angry though. I want him to look more like... Again, I should have just made... He's basically the old man. No. Now here's a thought, like... Sure, the spirit could be a human, like, person, but it would almost be neat if they were less humanoid. And this is just something that just popped in my head now. Let me think here. Like, do I want to try something else? It's not that I'm against this, and that's kind of what I was going for in my head originally. Obviously, I haven't. He's still flat, so I haven't done anything. You know what? How about that? I'll detail this out, and if I'm happy with him, then I'll keep him. I can always do another spirit and see what everyone thinks, I guess. What everyone's thoughts were. Getting Notting's opinion and stuff. Since he's the one doing the writing. And I want him to be not so angry looking. I want him to be... He's supposed to be helpful, I'm pretty sure. I could be wrong. But he's not evil, I know that much. I do know that much. Oops. See, he's very Casper-y. He's very Casper the Ghosty. This music is grindy in my ears. I want him to be more interesting than this. If I'm really honest. Oh, that's getting closer. To be honest, that's getting closer. So. Sorry, I know I'm not talking a whole lot. I'm so deep in thought. So just so everyone kind of knows what I'm thinking about, I'm just debating. Like, I like the idea of him being an old man, and I'm debating whether how I want to make him fancier, keeping him this way. I have an idea for his side sprite if I keep going this direction. He's supposed to be floating, and so I think one of the challenges I think with him is that if I might have to make him another unique sprite, where I offset him in the actual engine, and then give him a shadow or something underneath. And I'll have to make him a unique sprite. They're like a unique node. The NPCs right now, the way I have them, is that it's basically just a texture swap. And now that I'm thinking about it, they actually don't match the size of those sprites anyways, these guys. So if that is the case, I might as well make the knight his left side, and I can make the ghost his own thing as well, which I didn't really want to do, but I don't really see a way around it in these guys' case. If I want them to look good, you know what I mean? Like, I could just throw them in there, but that's not what I'm about. I like it. I like things to look good. I'm very much. It's got to look aesthetically pleasing. And I get so obsessed with it sometimes that I'm less productive. Wait. No, yeah, no. That's better still. So, yeah, it's fine because like that's all I have for sprite space, but when in the actual game, I'm going to have to give him some room. So he actually looks like he's floating. And if I was really going to town, I'd actually give him more frames so that he would have a more wispy look. But I'm fortunately not going to do that. So I can just axe. Oh, it's just on this layer. So I can just mirror this one. So, horizontal. And this side view will represent his floatiness a little bit better as well. So just give me a sec here. Let's see that. Let's see that, shall we? Yeah, no, that's right. And he's got to keep his eyebrows. And instead of a hood, I'm going to try. I don't know. Again, I have this idea in my head, so let's just see. We kind of want almost like a Link type hat, but not. But yes, but not. Let's take this in. So I can... What am I... Is that not... Oh, I must have pushed a weird key there. Make sure he has a hand. Yeah, see, now he's got his, like, wispiness going on there. See, that's much better. And then, I'll just have it pop down. See, he's kind of got a Santa hat going on. It's not what I want, so we're gonna work on that. But it definitely, I wanted it to be like braided almost. Like, so I have this idea in my head where it's like a Link hat, but it's actually braided into that point, almost like a ponytail, or not a ponytail, but like a braid, right? Like a hair braid. But it's actually a hat that's braided like that. And that's how I see it in my head. Obviously, I can only do so much with the few sprites or the few pixels that I'm working with here. But if I were to draw him, I think I would have. You know what it looks like right now. He looks like he's in like an old man nightie, like the like Scrooge or whatever, right? He's got his night hat. That's what I'm trying to say. Night hat. That's funny too. I'll leave it like that. Let's just leave it like that. We'll pretend it's a night hat. He's like the ghost that he wants to pass on to the afterlife and just finally get rest and sleep, and he can't do that. Because he's got unfinished business or something like that. But he's ready. He's in his night nightgown. So the moment that he solves that, yeah, it's the ghost onesie. That's fantastic. I love it. It totally looks like a ghost onesie. He's got his little feeties and everything, except he doesn't have feet, so it's like a onesie. Wonder if there's a specific name for the ghost, like wispy tail. If there's an actual term for that. Now I'm just curious. So, I'm hoping when we test him, I might play with his up and down when he's again in the game instead of this one in the actual sprite, which is sort of cheating in my mind when it comes to pixel art. Anyways, not so much making a game, but I feel like I'm breaking rules when I'm doing that with pixel art. And then we're going to move this forward. Oops. And we're going to move this up. What happened there? What went wrong? I think I just want to move this one pixel, I guess. And maybe this one. We'll test that out and see how that looks. I might have to do more to that. And you know what's funny is this back is almost good enough as is, minus the tail. So let's just yeah, I figured. I was like, it's gonna do it all, isn't it? You know what? I can just do this. Good enough. And then we're going to add like the pom-pom thingy on the end there. Like, I should just mirror him. Just yeah. I'll mirror it after I do this. That way I'm not wasting my time. And trying to make it symmetrical the whole time. That looks like awful. I'm getting tired, I think. Yeah, you're right. His head is more narrow. That's another thing, too. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Yeah. I think what we're gonna do here, can I try and accomplish the tail this way instead? Let's try that again. I think I can. I think that's the way to do it. Yeah, that's gonna work. Just gotta make it not square looking, I suppose. See, I suppose he's... Let's check something real quick. It's gonna... Yeah, don't do that. I just want to... 13? This is not 13, is it? 12, 13. So I have to make them 1 more pixel wider as well. Stop doing that. Oh, I lost. There was pixels lost in that confrontation. What happened there? I'm not paying attention. Alright. What's that? Eh. Is that, yeah, there we go. That's starting to look. That's starting to look a little bit more appropriate. I still feel like his body needs to be... Like, I wanted to keep this hand, but at the same time... It's not feeling right. I don't know. It looked better before still. Try one more over. It's technically not supposed to be if I'm matching the front, but I think that looks better. And then I think I need to take up this. Oops. Oh. Right there. Alright. Oops. Oops again. Maybe? My judgment is starting to wane. Again, it's supposed to be there, so I guess we'll try doing that. Oops. Okay. I'm gonna test him out in the other tab there. I don't know what are we at here, an hour and a half? We'll see how testing goes. If testing goes fast, I'll try and get him done before I end the stream tonight. Let's give it an honest try, shall we? Okay. So that's the start of my ghost. Let's kill that, make a new layer, paste. I probably could have just flipped him. Too late now. Yeah, see, that's fine. That's you know, he's very much Link's Awakening's. Like he makes me think of a Link's Awakening NPC. Now the infamous side sprite, always my bane. This one's a little bit less complex than the night was, so. Oh, there you go. See, and I don't mind. I don't mind this. I think his hat needs some work. And even though he's not bobbing up and down, I will have him do that in game for sure. So on the first sprite, I think I need to move his hat less. I wanted it to be upright more, but it looks weird, I suppose. So let's do that. And I guess I can just do that here to test it. I don't have to recopy that. Yeah, that's better. There's some messiness going on here. That's probably not helping that whole situation. How do I want to fix that though? Is that all it's gonna take? Yeah, that's not awful. I think I prefer that. So let's not have just a giant chunk of black pixels there. Alright, so the key's not so bad. I'm okay with that. I might have to, again, once I see him in game, maybe I'll have to make some more tweaks. Oh, I see a shading problem though. Alright, that should be fine. And the back probably is okay too. Shift N, kill that, paste that, oops, paste that. And paste. Yeah, that works for me. So wait, well... I'm just wondering. Let's try some first. It almost feels like these 2 pixels should be, you know, shaved off. Yeah. Yeah. Alright, let's do that here. And then I think we're good. Alright, so there we go. I'll save this after the stream. So, we got 2 NPCs done tonight. I didn't think we were going to get to the third one. Depending on next week's schedule, if I have somebody with me, I'll keep doing that. As I said, at the beginning of the video, so I was talking about the mini boss or whatever. Technically, we have we're doing the Dungeon 1 mini boss, but there's another mini boss in the Bow Shrine. I might switch him up. I might do the Bow mini boss first, because there's some sort of lore stuff that we're going to be doing with that. So if I have nothing else on the go next week, I will probably resume spriting him. So if that's something you're into, please let me know. I enjoy doing the sprite work on the stream. I just know that I don't do a lot of talking. Thank you, Tom. Really appreciate that. Really do. But yeah, let me know if you guys are cool with me doing art instead of code, or what you're kind of more interested in. I want to make sure I'm doing stuff that people want to watch. As I said, I'm not super worried about the how many people are watching me during stream, but I do want people to be interested enough that they can watch the video and enjoy it after the fact as well. So if you're one of those people, let me know. Really appreciate the feedback, because I can start making better videos and actually getting better content, right? So other than me just blabbing on and nobody really cares, and I'm just wasting my voice. So yeah, no problem, Tom. Thank you, and I hope you can join me again next week. I do every Friday, so stream every Friday. It's at 9 p.m. Eastern, usually, roughly. It was a little late tonight, but pretty close to then. So please do subscribe if you want to make sure you don't want to miss out on me. There's TetraForce.io if you want to play and download this game. These guys won't be in there yet, but they will be soon. And there's lots of fun things to try. Again, it's multiplayer, so you can even try it out with your friends. And just be warned, there is bugs. But I've been working on a lot of those bugs, so hopefully soon it'll be a lot more stable for you guys. But I really appreciate it. Thank you very much. Again, TetraForce.io. Subscribe to me either on Twitter or on YouTube to keep up with us. Also join our Discord, which is also the link below. But I just wanted to say thanks again, and I'll see you guys next week. Have a great night, guys.